Euthanasia. Let's tell the truth. We all do it. We just don't talk about it. We play the game. We use other words, or we don't use any words at all.
Quick, I read not long ago online of a doctor. The doctor wrote the article from the Netherlands, where, of course,
Euthanasia Central.
Euthanasia Central. That's a good way to put it. And a woman came to him and said, you know, she was diagnosed with cancer and it's terminal, but she did not want to go to the hospital for fear that she would be killed. And the doctor who wrote the article said, I will protect you. You go in the hospital and I will protect you. Well, she goes in the hospital and she actually had her family with her. And a doctor came in and said, excuse us, family, you're going to have to leave. We need to take care of
I don't like the sound of this anecdote, which I have not heard before.
Oh, it's true. And the family left, and within a few minutes, she was dead. The doctor who wrote the article was outraged and went to the doctor and said, how could you do this? Why did you do this? And the doctor reportedly said, we needed the bed. We needed the bed.
Bob, not everyone is as fair-minded and as decent and as compassionate as you are. Is it completely and utterly inconceivable that children anxious to inherit would not pressure frail relatives, offer the possibility of an early exit? Do you really trust government to spend tens of thousands of dollars treating people who could be given a compassionate exit? And I say, if you really want to unleash economic rationalism on the frail-aged, give them that option.
I'm one of those people who is somewhat a target of the initiative, and I don't know how we as a society could really consider making doctors into killers.
The doctors, politicians, lawyers, whatever, to define properly what is euthanasia, to define it, just to make it clear what we're talking about. Because once we know what we're talking about, then it will become obvious that it does not stand, it is not a reasonable option. Not only it is not a reasonable option, it's not a medical option. It's not by chance that active euthanasia has never been recognized over the years, over the centuries, the millennium, as a medical treatment. Never.
Pierre Giorgio Welby never won the right to die. He campaigned for euthanasia as he lay paralysed by muscular dystrophy. His widow welcomed the new ruling.
I am happy, but I'm concerned by the fact that yet again the court has had to get involved in a matter of life and death and of human rights. I believe the political system really has to start working on a law to allow people to turn life support systems off.
Welby died after a doctor unplugged his respirator, but he was refused a religious burial.
I believe it's very materialistic to think that a person is still alive just because they're digesting, swallowing or breathing. I think it's necessary for the Church to look more closely at the philosophical and theological aspects of human life.